Welcome to another episode of Night Fever. In today's episode, I'm breaking down Auckland FC's 9th A-League game of the season, a 2-0 win away over Western Sydney Wanderers in Parramatta. A clinical away performance, 3 wins in a row and back to the top of the A-League table at the midway point of the season. Let's get into it. Welcome to the show. Leading up to the match, Auckland FC have been in very good form. Consistency showing following the return of injured and suspended players. Building that consistency, picking up valuable victories over Phoenix and Central Coast last weekend. Showing the balance between defence and attack that Steve Corica wants from his squad. Confidence was high after our previous result, and although it was an away trip to CommBank Stadium, traditionally a tough venue, the team looked mentally ready for the challenge. Western Sydney had been inconsistent but always dangerous at home, with attacking talents like Costa Barbarouses and Brandon Borello, so this match was never going to be easy. The training reports talked about intensity, tactical focus and tweaking their defensive shape just slightly before this weekend. The mood was positive, Auckland FC fans buzzing, and what we hoped would be another strong performance. The lineup saw the home team Western Sydney with a 4-1-3-2 formation. Thomas in goal, Simmons at right back, Tongyik and Bonatic in central defence, Pantazopoulos at left back, central defensive midfielder Brillante, out on the right, Hammond, Thurger in the middle with Crave on the left wing. Up front, Barbarouses and Borello. Auckland FC went again with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Michael Vau in goal, Callan Elliott at right back, Dan Hall and Goodwood Reich in centre back, De Vries at left back, Brimmer and Verstraete in the centre of the park. Randall out on the left wing, Rogerson on the right wing, and Brook in the attacking midfielder role, just behind Sam Cosgrove up front. It was the same lineup and formation for Auckland FC, 3 games in a row now, building consistency. It was a hot, humid night at CommBank Stadium, the crowd buzzing for some Friday night action. Reported attendance of around about 5,000 fans. Not the biggest crowd, but a decent backing from the supporters. There was a genuine excitement in the crowd with optimism. Western Sydney Wanderers looking to continue their unbeaten run at home this season, and Auckland FC also looking to remain unbeaten on the road. The teams walked out a mix of hope from the home side and confident chance from the fans, who sensed a big night ahead. From the first whistle, the Wanderers looked really lively, lots of attacking play and coming close to that opening goal. Auckland riding their luck at times. They controlled the territory early, pushed forward well down the wings, and got the first real chance when Crave rattled the woodwork on the 7th minute, hitting the ball from close range after Barbarouses forced a save from Michael Vau. For much of the first half, Western Sydney dominated possession and looked the more cohesive attacking unit, linking play well and probing Auckland's defence. Auckland were pinned back at times and didn't register a single shot on target until just before half-time. Unusual for them given their earlier performances in the season. No goals, but plenty of promise from the Wanderers' shape. They held the ball well and moved it through midfield with purpose. The second half came and Auckland FC flipped the narrative totally in the 57th minute. Sam Cosgrove, who had been a lethal presence in front of goal, unleashed a shot that took a fortunate deflection off Jesse Randall's heel. He was face flat on the ground, not knowing anything about the shot coming in from Cosgrove. It hit Randall's heel, looped up over keeper Thomas into the back of the net. It made it 1-0 to Auckland. But there were muted celebrations as the players knew that the job wasn't done just yet. Then in the 74th minute, former Wanderers player Lockie Brook struck with a fantastic finish following up a neat setup from Louis Verstraete. He smashed it home and extended the lead to 2-0. The second half was largely Auckland's best 45 of the season so far, fluid, composed and deadly on chance creation. Wanderers had spells with good possession, but Auckland's backline and goalkeeper Vau stood firm. Corica made a tactical switch to 5 at the back. We've seen that a few times already this season, protecting their lead, and we saw the results from that as Auckland FC took the win with all 3 points. So the whistle blew at the end of the match. Western Sydney Wanderers 0, Auckland FC 2. It was a professional away win. Auckland showed confidence, patience, resilience and killer instincts after half-time. Going through the team, Michael Vau, he was excellent with 6 saves that kept the clean sheet. The defenders were disciplined, handled aerials and the late crosses well. The midfield core, they maintained their tempo and disrupted Wanderers' rhythm. Louis Verstraete among our best with constant energy and influence. Cosgrove always a threat going forward with the opener, although the goal will go down under Randall's name. Brook, his clinical finishing against his old club, proving a point against his former employers. It was another great game for Brook, on the ball, gaining the possession, bringing it forward. He's been such a key player for us, driving the hunger for the goals. Going through the players now with a rating out of 10. Michael Vau, he picked up a yellow card, kept a clean sheet, 7.7 for the keeper. Elliott at right back, a good performance once again down the right flank, 7.7 for Elliott. Hall in the middle of defence, he got a 7.4 with his partnership with Gertwood Reich with a 7.2. De Vries at left back, consistent as always, a 7.1 for De Vries. In the centre of defence for Strata, a standout performance, although he did pick up a yellow card, an 8 out of 10 for Verstraete. Jake Brimmer, substituted in the second half, picked up a yellow, also 6.5 for Brimmer. Out on the right wing, Rogerson saw a lot of the ball on the right flank, 7.3 for Rogerson, and Randall on the left. He'll get awarded that goal, although it was all Cosgrove. A 7.7 for Randall. Brook, inspirational in attacking midfield. A goal for him with a 7.7 rating. And Sam Cosgrove causing trouble up front, a 7.6. Here's the statistics breakdown. Possession, Auckland FC with 55% to Western Sydney's 45%. Shots, Auckland leading the way 14-8. Of those on target, Auckland got 5, Western Sydney Wanderers 6. The pass accuracy pretty level between the teams. Auckland edging that 82% to Western Sydney's 80. An XG of 1.22 for Auckland, 0.67 for Western Sydney. In the tackle accuracy, Auckland completed 14 out of 23, Western Sydney 11 out of 18. Michael Vau, the busier of the two keepers, 6 saves to Thomas's 3, and it was 5 corner kicks apiece for both teams. So what can we take from this match? For Auckland FC, their defensive shape and second half mentality are improving. The squad depth really matters. The consistency that they're building over the last couple of games is telling as they just get stronger and stronger, placing them at the top of the A-League table. The subs made an impact and it was great game management from Corica. Confidence is rising ahead of the top of the table clash next weekend against Sydney FC. For Western Sydney Wanderers, they dominated early but couldn't convert pressure into goals. They still need a cutting edge in attack. The front line working well going forward, but the final balls were lacking. The next match for the Wanderers sees them coming up against Adelaide United, where they will need creativity and sharpness. Well, that's it for today's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the breakdown, drop a review, share the podcast, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. I'll be back in a couple of days with a match preview of Auckland FC's away match to Sydney FC, a top of the table clash where the winner will be top of the A-League table going into the new year. I'll be back in a few days' time. So until then, up the port, up the Black Knights, and goodbye for now.